welcome back. We're in a very special edition of Friday Night Lights. We're here with a very special guest today, Pontius Pilate. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Being here talking to a man like you, it's very special to me.
I am a man of power, so.
So, how was your day so far?
I mean, it was pretty good, I guess.
Did you come here from the past, or do you time travel back then?
A couple times a day.
A couple times, okay. So, main question today. How are you involved with the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ?
I mean, the death of Jesus Christ, I feel like that's kind of my fault because I was the one who crucified him. But I also don't feel like it was my fault at the same time because, I wasn't the one who wanted to crucify him, I mean, it was just kind of hard to talk about because the crowd, they were like, we want him crucified, but I didn't really want to crucify him, and it's just, I feel like it's my fault, but I also feel like it's not my fault,
I understand. I truly understand you. So, does that make you, are you not religious at all? Do you not follow Jesus Christ?
I don't follow Jesus Christ and his teachings.
Why is that?
I just simply don't believe in Jesus Christ, and I don't believe that there is a greater power in the world.
Yeah, were you there yesterday when Jesus got just straight flamed by you guys, just murdered?
I was not,
Straight
no.
up. Did you hear all about it?
I did hear all about it.
I think Jesus truly deserved it.
I do not, no.
Why'd you do it?
I mean, I think it all goes back to the central point that it wasn't really me, it was the crowds who wanted him crucified, and I had no choice but to crucify him because I want the crowds to like me. I want to be a good leader, and so I kind of just felt obligated to crucify him,
I truly understand you there. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Mr. Pontius Pilate, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a good day. Welcome back. We're here on Friday Night Lights. Very special guest here today, Mr. Joseph. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I mean, it must be a horribly sad day for you.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. So, yeah, I just heard about Jesus and everything, and I mean, I was only there for a bit, and I didn't see much of what happened, but I saw him on the cross, and it was crazy, and I heard Jesus had risen, right? So I went to his tomb, and I saw it, and his body was gone. It was crazy.
How long ago was that? That was like 5 days ago, 4 days ago?
Yeah, somewhere around there. It was
Okay.
about that.
So, do you feel, so you're a disciple of Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, it's sad for you, or are you happy you did it?
Well, I feel both sad yet happy because I know Jesus is coming back, right? He rose, he proclaimed it in the gospel and told us. And yeah, he just told us, and I believe in him. And the reason I believe is because of his miracles, That's why I'm a follower of Jesus. And so he said he was going to rise, and I believe him. And his body just vanished.
Okay, so when you mean by rise, do you think you're going to see him again, physically rise again?
I don't
Or,
think
just go?
physically, but in some kind of spiritual state we'll experience him
So
again.
you're going to see, you'll find him again
Yeah.
in life. Okay. So, it's when it happened, were you there at the physical time when he was crucified?
Well, I was kind of in the back. I saw a bit, but I left after that. I didn't stay around.
Yeah. Were you involved with putting him in the tomb?
No, I was not.
It's interesting. Well, then again, we're here on Friday Night Lights. Very special guest. Come again tomorrow night. We will see you again. Goodbye. And Blake, check this. I could do for a drink right now.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Let's get the drink that makes you not thirsty. Welcome back on Friday Night Lights. Here with another special guest. You tuned in last night to my talk with Joseph, and the night before with Pontius Pilate. It is just interesting, all these stories we hear. Like I said, very special guest, again, Mr. Thomas. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty dandy. So, were you a believer of Jesus'?
Yes, I was one of the disciples, and I followed him around during his life.
Okay, so how do you feel about when he was crucified? Were you sad about it? Were you happy?
To be honest, it kind of felt like the end of the world. There was a lot of hopelessness involved, and it felt like everything he'd done was in vain.
when this is what's going around town right now, if you haven't heard, Jesus has risen. Do you believe that, or?
Actually, the disciples and I, we had a meeting, and they all were convinced that he had risen, and I didn't believe it. I thought there's no way that's possible. If he could rise, why didn't he just never leave? And then he appeared right there, and so then I believe. Now I believe he's risen.
Did you see him physically or just spiritually?
I saw him. He was there.
You see,
Wounds on his wrists and everything.
he was there. Wow. So I gotta talk to Joseph again about that. He apparently had, when was this, like a few nights, not last night or something?
It was last night.
Wow, this is crazy spirit stuff that's happening around town. Have you like words that are going around the town with your disciples? Are you talking about anything about Jesus or?
We've been trying to spread the news saying that he is risen. I'm personally a little concerned that we might get killed for it, but it's no biggie.
Is that Pontius Pilate that's gonna kill you for it?
And all his Romans.
He's Roman soldier. So, Clavius, how do you feel about him?
He's a little scary, not gonna lie. He came with us for a little bit, but I still feel like he could revert to his Roman ways, come and kill us.
Oh, so is he becoming like part disciple? Like, is he like being like split?
He was for a while.
So, how do you feel about being here tonight talking about this on my show?
I'm really happy because it'll get the word out that Jesus is risen. Everyone, Jesus is risen.
Do you hear that, people? Jesus has risen. It's not a rumor anymore. Thomas has seen him physically after his death, with his wounds on his wrists and feet. So, tweet me how you feel about this. Do you really think it happened, or did it not happen at all? Okay. We're out here on Street Life today. We're looking for anything to talk to. Whoa, okay. There's no. Do you see that Roman soldier over there? Go talk to her. Go. Okay. Were you there when Jesus was crucified? Did I see a Roman soldier?
I was.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, Jesus was a fraud, so I don't really care.
Is he a true fraud?
He was a fraud. I
What-
do not believe he was the true Son of Man.
What do you think what, did you kill him? Were you the one that speared him?
I was not, no, but I watched him get speared.
Were you up on the stands, like, taking him off the cross?
I was a part of taking him off the cross, yes.
Did you take him to his tomb?
I did not know.
It was very interesting talking to you today.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about, like, being a Roman soldier?
Honestly, I've been raised a Roman soldier my entire life. I knew from the day I was born I was going into the army.
It's very intriguing. Well, nice to see you, sir.
Nice to see you too.
Again, this is News Today.